Hi, I'm Godard Abel. Very excited to be here with you at Metadata's Demand 2024 to talk about software buying and selling and how that's changing in this incredible age of AI. First, a little bit more about myself. So, I've been a software entrepreneur now for 25 years, have built over 5 companies, and right now focused on building G2. And when I'm not building software companies, I love being with my family in the outdoors. We moved to Boulder, Colorado during the pandemic, and so love spending time in the mountains with family when I can. And during my 25-year career building SaaS companies, I've seen a lot of cycles, a lot of ups and downs. And I remember my first company, Big Machines, we started on January 2000, the first day of the millennium. It was a really exciting time. It was a dot-com boom. We were able to raise $20 million, start our company really fast. But then I also remember the market shifted suddenly by 2001. We were in the midst of a deep dot-com bust. 9/11 happened. And I remember my first company almost went bankrupt. And then once we got the company up and running a few years later, I remember we had another crisis, the 08, 09 financial and mortgage crisis. But we did manage to persevere, and eventually Big Machine succeeded and was acquired by Oracle, became the Oracle CPQ cloud. But it was only after persevering through 2 tough down cycles. And I think we've seen something similar in tech the last couple of years. I remember 2020, 21 was kind of a magical time in SaaS and software. It was called a ZERP era, as some people would say, zero interest rates, and money was freely available. And I remember it was a very exciting time also for G2. We became a unicorn, raised $157 million, and seemed like everything was just going to keep going up and to the right. But as we've all seen, the last couple of years have gotten a lot tougher. 2022, 2023, certainly a tougher market. I think for many of you software marketers at G2, we have over 3,600 customers. And we've seen everyone the last couple of years having to do more with less, tightening marketing budgets, but still having pressure to deliver growth. So it's been a tougher time. But the thing I am excited about, we've also all seen since the launch of ChatGPT 3.5, we've really entered this age of AI. And I do think that's leading to many exciting new opportunities, creating new ways we can all get more efficient as marketers and better connect to software buyers. And that's what I want to talk about today. So what do we see happening in SaaS today on G2? And at G2, we are the world's largest software marketplace. So we do have about 100 million software buyers coming to G2 every year. And we connect those 100 million software buyers to thousands of software vendors, 3,600 of which are customers. So we have a lot of insights what's happening in SaaS. And first on G2, we are seeing continued growth in spite of this tougher market. The global SaaS ecosystem does continue growing, fueled by this AI innovation. And just in 2023, we added over 19,000 new products to G2 Marketplace. And this includes both new startups launching new AI apps, but also incumbent software vendors launching new apps, many of them in AI. And so overall, we still saw 12% growth in terms of the number of software products and cloud services listed on G2. And we're seeing SaaS vendors racing to launch new AI software solutions. And the fastest growing market on G2 by far, the fastest growing categories, no surprise, they were in AI and artificial intelligence. And we saw a 44% increase in the number of AI listings just in 2023. And so is more than double the next fastest growing category of design and collaboration software. And we do see this continuing into 2024. And within AI, within our AI categories, what are the fastest growing categories? So we're seeing, no surprise, or tools like writing assistants. I'm sure many of you in marketing are using them. And many new AI categories powered by LLMs emerging, categories like chatbots. And again, I think a great marketing tool, many companies now launching AI SDRs, including our own G2 AI Monty. So more and more you can do with Gen AI powered chatbots, as well as voice recognition software, embedded in tools, conversational intelligence tools like Gong and Chorus. And so many great applications we see continuing to grow. But overall, AI writing assistants was the fastest with 353 new products and 170% year-over-year increase. And that is a great tool I'm sure many of you marketers are using to assist you in creating better content. Of course, I think you do have to be careful. you don't want to rely just on the AI because your content won't be unique and original. And so I think that's for marketers to blend these new AI tools with original human-based storytelling to create truly compelling content. And we've also seen AI booming with record funding. 1 in 5 unicorns that were created in 2023 were in AI, and over $25 billion was invested in AI companies just last year. And obviously, overall, it's been a tough fundraising market, but in AI, funding does continue to fuel growth and new innovations. And we're also seeing on G2 that SaaS is becoming more and more global. We're seeing a global democratization of SaaS, and we expect this to continue. So now SaaS and software leaders, AI leaders are being built anywhere. We already see this on the G2 marketplace with 25% of leaders now emerging from Europe or EMEA, 18% of G2 leaders coming from EMEA, and 7% already coming out of APAC. So more and more innovations in countries like India, Singapore, Australia. And so SaaS is really a global phenomenon. And I do like to say the G2 marketplace connecting software buyers and sellers is a truly borderless world. And Metadata, which is hosting us for this amazing Demand 2024 conference. And I know their founder, Gil, very well, but I know he's always been focused on delivering customer success for Metadata. And very exciting to see that recognized by 282 authentic reviews and many leader badges based on these excellent reviews, amplifying the customer voice of Metadata. And we do see this kind of social proof, and you can see a video here from Nita DC talking about how she's having a great customer success and tapping into the valuable resources for digital execution. And we do think this kind of social proof, authentic customer voice is one of the best tools to winning customer trust in this more challenging era when marketers really need proof before they go and submit for budget. They need to have 100% confidence that the app is going to deliver for them. And that's where we see this great social proof that vendors like Metadata are earning on G2 can really help them continue to drive growth even in a tougher market. And what other trends are we seeing in B2B buying behavior? And at G2, we do interact with 100 million software buyers a year. And periodically, we'll also survey these software buyers to see what's changing in terms of how they're buying and evaluating SaaS and AI apps. And what we're seeing is that B2B buyers do expect a more and more consumer-like online shopping experience. I think especially during the pandemic, we all got used to shopping on sites like Amazon. And I think what we love about Amazon, I know what I love is we can trust it. When you order a product, it's going to show up on time at your doorstep. More and more online merchants are creating more and more personalized experience where, obviously Amazon knows all my prior orders. They know what I like to shop for. And it's really easy where with one click, you can find just about anything you want. And we're now seeing B2B buyers expect more of a similar buying experience as they're doing online as consumers every day. And consumer shopping typically still starts with a Google search. And our G2 customer, IBM, their VP of Global Sales, I.L. Steinberg, has an amazing quote where he says, even the large enterprise buyers that companies like IBM serve, 98% of them will start with a Google search when they're looking to research and discover new solutions to help them improve their business. And we do see 100% of the Fortune 500, their employees are also shopping on sites like G2. And so that's one proof that B2B software buying is becoming more like B2C. And so it's essential that software buyers can discover you through search. And buyers increasingly prefer a self-serve buying journey. And again, this is more like the consumer shopping we've all grown used to on sites like Amazon. We want to discover apps by ourselves, learn by ourselves, and we want to do self-serve, rather than being overwhelmed by BDR outreach and sales calls. And what's amazing is that 69% of buyers now engage with sales after making their decision based on online research. And this is based on our G2 buyer behavior report. We did serve over survey over 1,000 B2B buyers this year, and this is what they're saying. And I think this is only going to accelerate, where B2B buyers expect more and more self-serve, and they're going to make more and more of their own decisions relying on online resources. And buyers, no surprise in this tougher market, they're scrutinizing every purchase. And so buyers more than ever want to see a fast ROI. And what we saw in our G2 B2B buyer survey is that 78% of buyers desire an ROI within 6 months. And in this era of tightening budgets, if they don't have that rapid ROI proof, they're going to have a hard time justifying the purchase to their CMO, to their CFO. And so it's really essential that we actually deliver that. What we're seeing based on reviewers on G2 is that 44% of buyers are actually receiving that ROI within 6 months, which is pretty good, but not quite meeting that expectation of 78%. And what we are seeing with software buyers is that 2/3 of them are reporting an ROI within 1 year. 44% within the 6 months, and another 25% in 7 to 12 months. So that's 69% of buyers in total. And we do believe delivering that fast ROI is going to be the key to sustain growth for any software vendor. And in addition to wanting to self-serve, to wanting to see a fast ROI, buyers do really want to leverage AI to drive productivity. And software buyers do believe that AI this year in 2024 is moving beyond the hype, and more software users are embracing AI to drive productivity. And what's amazing already, earlier this year in our buyer survey, 56% of organizations said they've already purchased an AI platform, and 77% believe that advanced AI technology is moving beyond the hype and starting to deliver real productivity, real benefits to users. And the number one method for measuring ROI for AI investments is employee productivity. And earlier we talked about AI writing assistants that so many of you marketers are using. And we see that at G2, we have a big content marketing team, and they're able with AI to produce more compelling content more quickly. Although we still see the human as being essential, I do think we have to be careful. I think we can all recognize generic AI generated content. It doesn't engage. So we still need the human creativity, ideas, storytelling more than ever. But great writers are able to be more productive, produce more compelling content in the same amount of time, thanks to AI. And nearly all software buyers are using AI in some manner today. 94% of software buyers say they're currently using AI. And many of the common use cases include sales, customer support, marketing, writing content, better scoring, identifying opportunities, generating new content assets, automatically surfacing insights from data, and optimizing RevOps. And I know myself, as even as a CEO, there's many ways I can apply AI to improve my own productivity. So right now in my browser, I always have a tab for GPT, Gemini, Claude, and I try them all. Whenever I'm writing even a board summary, I find that with an AI assistant, I can produce better content more quickly. And so there's just so many use cases, and 94% of buyers are already using AI to help them become more productive in their jobs. And two areas where we're seeing companies really invest and have success with AI are customer support and improved efficiency across the board. And customer support is a great use case. At G2, we've launched our AI Monty, and we find our AI Monty now can not only advise software buyers, help them make better buying decisions, but AI Monty can also answer so many customer questions. And if a software vendor has a question about their G2 listing, how to generate more reviews, our AI Monty is now a virtual advisor, able to provide better customer support 24/7. And I think that's a use case that more and more companies are taking advantage of. And this ability to improve efficiency overall. And I think it's different in every function. I know we're also using AI at G2 to improve our sales forecasting. And I think one advantage AI has, it can look at more data. And so the G2 forecast now is also done much more quickly and much better with AI, because our AI can look at all our calls, look at all our gong recordings, look at all those insights in real time and help us produce a better forecast more quickly. And there are really hundreds of use cases like that in the enterprise today to improve efficiency leveraging AI. And that's what we see more and more companies adopting based on our buyer behavior report. And in particular in marketing, there's also tools now to generate great assets. I think we've all seen that. And I think we're seeing G2 customers take their customer voice content and then use AI to turn that into different assets that can drive conversion across their channels. And we believe this is just a beginning, that conversational AI will really help software buying and selling. And at G2, we are particularly excited about our AI Monty. And you can come to g2.com now, and we see the adoption of our AI Monty now doubling every quarter. And AI Monty is really a virtual software buying assistant, kind of your smartest software analyst, smartest software consultant, all in the Sentient AI box. And we see it advising more and more buyers, walking them further down the funnel. And so now we've also launched an AI Monty to be your virtual SDR, and you can apply that in your G2 profile. But you as a marketer can also use an AI bot on G2 or obviously elsewhere to answer your critical buyer questions. And so that buyers can now more easily self-serve, walk further down the funnel, get all their questions answered. And so we do believe that this will only accelerate software buying on g2.com and really across the web, so that software buyers will have that guided, AI guided self-serve buying journey they really want. And ultimately for us as software marketers, us as software sellers, it will also enable us to more efficiently serve those buyers and convert them more quickly. So we do believe exciting times are ahead for our industry. So thank you for joining us here at Demand 24. And if you'd like to follow up, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or email me, Godard at G2, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining us today.